Right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, we want to give all praise, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and love and peace and salutation. To you hopeful elect brothers out here pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe, and to you sincere sisters that are watching, I want to say shalom, as well as the Israelite foreigners that look like unto the other nations, I want to say that are of the elect. I want to say shalom to you as well. I'm the brother Ashkaya. All right, we just sitting here pondering, man. We was gonna go we had precepts for a whole nother lesson, but somehow I got pulled into the brotherly love subject, all right, and the importance of the brotherhood and just being around brothers, all right. So this thing that we're in is very important, all right. It's not to be taken lightly. It's to be taken deadly serious, all right, especially in the times that we're living in. All right, a lot of brothers are going to get falsely accused. A lot of brothers may have to suffer death. A lot of brothers will be put in jail, all right, for just serving the Lord, all right. But your reward will be great. But until then, man, we got the brotherhood, all right, to build on. All right, we read these scriptures. All right, we know what's happening, all right, in this world. All right, and all we got is each other at this point. All right, you can't depend on your woman. All right, some of us probably do have an elect woman, but most of us don't. To be honest, a lot of them they're going to take the chip. It's some brothers that's going to take this thing as well. So we just praying that the Lord keep our spirits, our minds right, as well as the brothers next to us. All right, that the Lord keep them as well. All right, so we're gonna pull out a few precepts, man. Me and the brother, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, we're gonna start in Hebrews the 13th chapter in the first verse. All right, it says, "Let brotherly love continue." All right, that's straight to the point. All right, when we come to serve the Lord, man, we have a duty and a debt to each other. All right, to keep each other on the straight and narrow, because that word love, when you go into it, it means a lot. It don't just mean a feeling of somebody giving you goosebumps. All right, no, this is an action word. All right, it goes. It's charity, your time, your money. Just advice. On different things. Help when help is needed. Just a lot that comes with this truth. Yeah. All right. You want to say something, bro?
It's more than just going out on the highways and byways, condemning the heathens and telling our people about going off. It's brotherly love is a big part of this truth as well.
Okay.
You gotta be ready to do whatever for your brother that's according to the scriptures, as long as it's not going off. You're supposed to be ready and able to do whatever your brother needs you to do.
All right. Yep. I agree wholeheartedly, man. It says, verse 2 said, Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And I've seen a few brothers' videos where they actually seen, that more than likely we're talking to angels.
Yeah.
They dipped in, dipped out, dapped them in real quick, said shalom, how about you, and walked right off. All right, you never know who those people are, man.
Yeah.
That boosts your spirit sometimes when somebody, shalom, and walk off. And sometimes you just be like, man, F you. But, sometimes you get that feeling that might have been an angel, man, that just walked past. Go ahead.
You never know who your brother is through the spirit.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful how you treat your brother. You don't know who he is through the spirit.
Yeah.
Right. You don't know who the Lord brought him back to be in this walk, in this kingdom.
That's why the scriptures say not to be a respect of a person.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta treat every brother with the same type of respect as you do the elders and apostles. Everybody, you have to really, I'm telling you, this is not a weak thing. It's something that you have to practice on daily. All right, because you got brothers that you might bump heads with, but he's still a brother, and you got to treat him as such. I've been through that, you know. Even though the guy fell out, you know, but I didn't like this person, man, and but you know, I had to treat him like a brother while he was there, but I knew he was on some bullshit, you know. But you know, as long as he was going out on highways and byways teaching the truth, man, you know, ain't nothing you really can do, all right, because you don't know or how the Lord is going to do it or what He's going to do.
That's right.
All right. It says, remember them that are in bonds, all right, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body.
We all going through something in this truth.
Yep.
You know, don't think that it's just you going through something. Brothers all around you are going through different things and different adversities. Just because a brother don't share everything don't mean that he's not going through something. A brother can be walking around with a heavy burden. You know, and that's why that brotherly love got to be there, because he should be able to have that heavy burden, have that comfortability to be like, all right, then we're going to talk to this brother. You know, then we're going to talk to the elders.
Okay.
You know, so that's you never know what a brother going through. You know, we all walking an individual walk, we all going through adversity. We're going through the gates that the way Yahweh Shem Yahshua wants to go through them. So you don't know which way that brother, you don't know which way he how you doing, how you dealing. You know, because we all deal with this world in different ways.
Yep. Like the brother was just saying, man, we all going through it. We all catch a degree of hell.
Yeah.
All right. It's just that some brothers is good at this and some brothers is good at that. All right. And that's what makes this body so important. That's why it makes the brother that's next to you so important, because he might be good at this or he might be good at that. Right. Which in some certain situations or certain scenarios, you will need that help or advice or whatever it may be. You know. It said marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will judge. All right. And right now we're in a spiritual marriage. All right. So we're in a spiritual marriage with the Lord, man. So we got to keep everything on point. All right. We can't defile Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's temple, man. All right. So he gave us strict guidelines to live by, and we ought to do that. All right. So the Lord can smile upon us, you know.
Yeah.
It says, verse 5, it says, let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So we're not alone in this battle, man, you know. All right, we're not alone in this thing. The Lord got our front, back, and both sides, man. We are completely covered. All we got to do is have that faith in that and no doubt. And the Lord, he'll do his thing, man. You know?
Yeah, I was just telling brothers this the other day, you know, the Lord is protecting us on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go into the news break or you just turn on the TV, people are getting jacked up out here. You know, there's been times me and this brother walk into probably a business or something like that, we leave out, we look up, somebody got killed there right after we left. You know, the Lord really be covering you.
Yeah.
You gotta be grateful for the little things that the Lord doing for you. It ain't always gotta be something big. The Lord's protecting us on a daily basis, whether you think so or not.
Yep.
You know?
It says, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do to me. All right? Because we know at the end of the day, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, has our back. So what can these people do to us, man? So we don't walk in fear. All right? We fear Yahweh Shem Shai, or we have that reverence for him, but we don't fear these people in this world, man. No. That's why we're able to boldly go out on the highways and byways with each other, and stand firmly and talk about the downfall of this place. All right? But soon, man, people, this world is going to turn their back on us. So we're going to have each other, you know? Yep. It says, I'm going to read verse 7, then we'll get a new precept. It says, remember them which have ruled over you, who have spoken unto you the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whose faith follow considering the end of their conversation. So, you know, when orders are given out by the elders or just a regular brother, all right, you know, I'm nobody's too big, all right, to not, you know, take advice.
Yeah, take advice.
Or be corrected by somebody that's in this truth, walking this walk. All right, we do it with humility and respect. All right, but we can't just let our brother go off either. You know, scripture tells us not to rebuke an elder. All right, but there are ways to talk to people to let them know, hey, well, what you think about this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a level of respect that you have to have for the elders. But you don't just and if it's something you see them doing, you go to another elder so they can converse. You know, there are ways to do it to help
Yeah.
keep that brother on a straight and narrow, man. All right, you got something, bro?
Kyle, you just said, any brother, you don't know who the Lord might send to you. That's why you got to listen, pay attention to the brothers and listen to the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Lord might. This man probably just walked in the camp. He just crossed over. The Lord has sent him a message to give to you. So you got to really listen and pay attention. You know, the brotherhood, the spirit is the spirit moves in all type of ways. So you got to be paying attention, listen to brothers.
Good.
Just because he a young brother, that don't mean nothing. The Lord using you, he can use him. You gotta remember that. You know, we always remember that just because they younger brothers or whatever, the Lord might put the spirit on him to tell you something.
Yep.
You got to take heed to that, man.
You do, absolutely. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:9. It says, but as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of Yahabashim Yahushai to love one another. All right? You all right? You have to have that love for the brother, man. All right? That and you know, I here I tell bros to learn each other. All right, because these people are going to make a lot of claims, all right, against the brotherhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah. It's going to be
really, really serious.
And it's developing more and more.
Yep.
So a lot of this stuff is going to be very convincible that these people are going to see. All right. And if you don't know your brother, you might fall for it like, man, I don't know, man, he might have. But if you know the man that's standing to the next to or the next to you, the left or the right of you, all right, if you know this brother, you can't nobody say he did this. You can be like, nah, you don't know. Like that wasn't even him. He ain't do that. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, you have to learn the brothers. All right, learn who your man, the man who is next to you, man.
You should want to anyway.
Yep.
You should want to learn people that you with on a weekly basis anyway. You know, I'm with you week in, week out. You know, you should want to be learning, bro, so you can be. That's one reason so you can be comfortable around each other. You know, brothers be tense because they don't know each other, they don't know what to say. You gotta learn each other, bro.
That's
so you
it.
can be comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. Well, hey, man, it's deeper than what you just think. It's not just a thing. Oh, this my boy, this my friend. No, man. This comes with a lot of action, a lot of time.
Yep.
All right. We spend a lot of time with each other. And I know bros all everywhere spend a lot of time with each other. All right. We spend a lot of time with each other. You know, I can say that about Indianapolis. We spend a lot of time with each other.
Yeah.
You know, through the Bible studies camp, and then you know we hang out with each other a lot. You know, so Tawadi Abashim Awashai, but you know some brothers you know are off to themselves, and there's nothing wrong with it, you know, but you have to find time, all right, for this ministry and for the brothers.
Yeah,
all right,
because you know you don't want to be out there and all hell break loose. You with this brother, you don't know nothing. You don't know how he move. You don't know how he operate. You don't know where the spirit gonna be out there. You know, because you ain't around him. You know, you want to be around. You know, we trust each other, but you want to really be able to trust a brother, man. I know what this brother gonna do when we get out there. I know how he gonna act. Okay, I know I gotta pull this brother with me and look up. You know what I mean, bro. Yeah, I pull this brother a little closer with me because I know how he move. You gotta learn each other, man. You know?
all right. I'm gonna get to Romans chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 4. All right. It says, for as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. All right. So you're gonna have different brothers that the Lord has set up to do different things. Yeah. All right, in his bodies. Like I said, it's gonna be a brother that's gonna be good at this, and it's gonna be a brother that's gonna be good at that. There's gonna be a brother that's not so good at this, There's going to be a brother that's not so good at that. But the brother that's good at that can help the brother that's not good at that. You know?
Right.
All right. So I know there's a tongue twister, but I know it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? It says, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching. All right, so we got different duties. All right, but we all are going to the same place, so to speak. All right, we're all thinking and living the same type of lifestyle when it comes to serving Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. All right, because the scripture, there's only one way. All right, to please the Lord, man, and that's just follow His word, man. You know, abiding in the scriptures, and as brothers, all right, we all have that same goal in mind. All right.
Scripture says, "You love me, keep my commandments."
Yeah, that's it. It says, verse 8, it says, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. All right, man, we kind of went over how the Lord deals with simplicity at camp. All right, the simplicity of the scriptures, man. All right, learning the milk. All right, we are to keep each other on the straight and narrow. We are our brother's keeper, man. All right, we are our brother's keeper. All right, you see a brother jacked up, all right, and doing something that's not according to the scriptures, man, you ought to tell him to help correct him. And if he love you, man, he'll listen, and he'll thank you for helping him, man. You know, rebuke stings everybody. You know, we in this flesh, man.
Yeah.
You know, rebuke stings. You might say, brothers might say something that you don't like. They might say some stuff that you might not agree to, but you have to listen to the message, not to the tone, right? Or his delivery. It's the message. All right, we ought to be kindly affectionate one to another, as the scriptures say, but that don't mean just let a brother get away with murder, man. You have to keep him on that straight and narrow, man. You know, it says, our ministry, let us wait in ministry, or he that teacheth in teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, or he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. It says, let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil and cleave to that which is good. And this is the Lord talking to his men. All right, we gotta hate the evil and cleave to the good. Yeah. All right, we ought not just let a brother get away with it. We gotta tell him, all right, hey, you wrong. You being wicked right now. You doing some shit that is not right.
Yeah, you gotta follow the scriptures.
Yeah,
you gotta follow the scriptures. Even you want to tell them because hey, Lord jack you up because you didn't say nothing either.
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't say okay? You know, so you gotta correct brothers, man. You see something wrong, or even if you offended, say something.
That's our duty.
But, you know, hey, we supposed to be men in this thing. The scripture said, "Good up thy loins like a man." You know, so don't be timid. If you offended, like the elder said, you know, if it's an elder, okay, then you gotta finesse that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a protocol for it.
Protocol.
It's a way to do it. You know,
but if the brother, hey, you go to that brother. You know, if you don't accept it, you bring a witness, and after that, hey, take it to the church. You know, it's a way. It's everything for us how to deal with each other is set up in the scriptures. You know.
All right, it said, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. It said, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honoring and preferring one another. All right, so that comes being a good brother comes with hard decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you might not want to cuss Jake out, but you might have to. You know, it comes with hard decisions, but you're being a true friend, all right, and not letting him, you know, go off. All right, because if you keep on, you know, he'll keep doing it. And next thing you know, he'll be back in the world, which he was never a part of the elect anyway. But if he a brother, man, the Lord's going to allow a way for him to be corrected. That's all right. So we have to learn how to take correction when the correction is put in front of us, man. You know, it says, not slothful in business, which is this truth. All right. Don't put this truth on the back burner. All right, we should be praying all the time, fasting, doing lessons. All right, admonishing, exhorting brothers, keeping each other up, calling brothers. We should. This is a big job. All right, this is a big job, and it occupies a lot of time.
Yeah.
All right, but right now we're not here to enjoy this life. We're here to teach this word. All right, when we get to the kingdom, we're gonna enjoy that forever.
All right.
We got a job to do right now with each other, man.
Yeah.
It says, not slothful in business, fervent in the spirit, all right, not being lukewarm or cold. It says, serving the Lord. All this is about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
Our whole life is built around Him, not our life. Our life built around Him, not Him built around us, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got to build our life around Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. We took on a heavy job, but guess what? Somebody got to do it.
That's right, bro.
All right. It says rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulations. All right, because we're going to suffer.
Yeah.
Patience it goes into suffering. You got to go. We come into some trying times, and the elder Gabaria just left a message in the group, man. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling like that. Like, man, we're gonna really need each other in these times to come.
Yeah.
All right. It says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. All right, because the Lord is answering the brother's prayer just like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we should be waking up praying for each other. All right, I pray for the brothers all over the globe on a daily basis. I told the Lord to cover His elect, protect them in these times that we're in, and their families, if they are of the elect. Because some of our families we want them, but to make it, but they just not. They might not be part of the elect.
Yeah.
So you just pray for the elect, man.
The scripture said, seek the Lord continually. Is that what it says?
It said continuing instant in prayer.
Seek the Lord's face continually. Is that
yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing that. What you doing? When you're doing that, you're constantly praying. Like the other one, you praying, you fasting, you watching videos, you're doing your videos, you're doing what the Lord commanded you to do.
Yeah. Just doing what's necessary for your salvation, man.
That's right.
All right. It says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Then that's going into the charity part of it, man.
Yeah.
All right, because what the script say, charity removes a multitude of sins, man. So all right, so our life should be a whole charity basket, man. Yes, I could do that for you. Yes, absolutely. It shouldn't be like, oh man, I'm tired. Man, I wish I had. No, man. Pray that the Lord take that spirit up off of you if you got it, man.
Yeah.
Pray that the Lord take that spirit up off you. Try to be there for the brothers, man, as much as you possibly can.
That's right.
The Lord will bless you for it. It says, bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not. And this is talking about the brothers, man. This ain't talking about no heathen. Just, oh, no. We want to get out of here. May the Lord destroy these heathens, man. We want these people to be destroyed.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It said, rejoice with them that do rejoice and weep with them that do weep. All right, all this is going into the brotherhood and the duty of being a good brother to each other. Like I said, this is a big job. There's some big shoes to fill. And especially the bigger your camp is, it's big, man. Brothers with two or three brothers, man, may Yahweh Shem shall bless you. But some brothers got 30 and 40 brothers in their camp. That's a big job.
Yeah.
It says, be of the same mind, one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend men to low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. All right. So sometimes you have to level down, so break things down to a brother where he can understand them. All right. You can't be on no high horse because the Lord gave you a million precepts. All right. We still got to be a brother. All right. Even to the brothers that's just coming in, the lower ranking brothers. And I hate to even use that word. I'm just going to use the brothers that just coming in. Sometimes we have to pay a lot of more attention to them. All right. You got anything, bro?
Uh,
It said, recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. All right. So we ought to be, the Lord requires us to be a certain type of way all the time, man. All right. He don't change, and we ought not change either. We ought not change our behavior. All right. When people come around that we don't and try to fit in. All right. A lot of us still got that, that old man. You got to let that go. And that was gonna be our subject matter. But hey, matter of fact, go to this go to Ephesians 4:22, man. We're gonna get that real quick. We're gonna get a few more precepts. We're gonna close this out, bro.
this is Ephesians 4:22. Ephesians 4:22. Then you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man which is
all right. It said put off the former conversation, man. Like your whole mentality has to change as a brother.
Yep.
All right, when you come into the truth, man, your mentality changed. How can you be a good brother? You still want to be dibbing dabbing in the world, and still want to be a gangbanger. All right, you still want to be whatever it is, man. Go ahead, bro.
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right.
Then he put on the new man, which is after Yahweh, and create in righteousness and true holiness.
All right. So that's what it is. Holiness, man. You separating yourself from this world, man, and putting on your Yahweh Shai. All right. And that will help you be a true brother in this truth, man. All right. You got anything else, bro?
We're going to go right back to Romans 12:2.
All right. Got it. Let me get there real quick.
Back here, right, what you were just going into.
All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Romans 12:2. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
That's it.
We come to this thing, you gotta let go of the world, man. Let go of that old man. That old man be corrupt. The old man to make you think a brother when a brother corrects you, that old spirit of who is he? You gotta let go of all of that. You gotta be ready to be corrected. And when you get corrected, it changes your mindset too, man. If you really accept the correction, it changes your mindset. How you walking in the truth, or what you doing as a man.
Come on. All right, so man, this thing that we're in, this brotherhood that we're in, serving the Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, it comes with a lot. It's not an easy job. We got some big shoes to fill, man. But the Lord put the Spirit on us to be in this thing. So let's, whatever is what the scripture say, whatever you find yourself to do with all your might. All right, you got to do it with all that's in you. All right, so when we serve Yahweh Shem Shai, let's do it with all this within us. Let's give them all. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and I'm gonna give all praise going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. All right, Shalom.